From the future site of Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Up next, a good one in the NFC West and a wild card rematch from a year ago, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Howell. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Niners at 8-4 now in the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3rd and 4. Throwing here, Purdy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. They work now on 2nd and 9. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to...
Touchdown! 49ers! Christian McCaffrey with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Walker. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's Purdy. And he comes back with one complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. Second catch for the down and round out the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And across the line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And from the 1-yard line, they didn't try and reinvent the wheel, do anything cute. They just gave it to the big back.
You almost get the sense that if you can't get it in from the 1-yard line, with your big guy carrying the football, you'll question yourself the rest of the day. They got it done.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Hargrave coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Throwing here, Howell. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 51 yards. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right?
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Powell going to audible to something else.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Myers' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll get this on past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, a run, and this is a reverse here. And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. That is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll go play action. Howell
escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it up.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into his ball game.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And quickly, they get to the line.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, McCaffrey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Purdy. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Now we give to the big fullback use check. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Right back to Juszczyk again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Howell from the gun. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the Seahawks 22-yard line.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And Howell will throw it. He completes this to Walker.
Howell's pass complete to Ken Walker. 4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
Here's 2nd down.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Howell to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Howell. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who mock.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Niners 28, Seahawks 23.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Seahawks have recovered. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up now on second down. Back to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. This one came right down to the wire, and seeding in that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty,